Hey there, I know I haven't used this channel for tarot readings in a while, but I wanted to do one. I guess, I feel like sometimes I'm in a very inspired, creative, and magical moment. And right now is such a moment. I feel like my obligation as an artist and a person that does these kind of things is to share that experience with you when I'm in that moment because it's sort of my obligation. And I think a lot of people right now are in a very low energy state. They're very frustrated, and they don't feel like that the world's in a good place. And I just want to address that in a way that I think can help everyone who finds this video, which is always my goal, to shift you into a higher reality and a better version of what your life can be. I think the challenge that we all face is how to love the other. Everyone, there's nobody on earth that doesn't struggle with that challenge, and how to coexist peacefully with the other. And it's very challenging at times, isn't it? And I think, though, that challenge is part of what will allow your spirit to grow. And I think that's the reason that you're here, is to have your spirit grow to a better place. So with that in mind, that's what I want you to kind of think about as we address the remainder of 2025 in this reading. I'm excited because this is kind of a two-part reading. First, I had a card come to me without my tarot deck was at the other end of the house, and I just was having a vision of the strength card, which is the woman holding the lion. And I could explain what I think it means, but I think before I do that, you don't even need to listen to what I say about it. Just look at it yourself, because we are very visual people nowadays. We use so much video and memes and cartoons. Everyone is kind of attuned to these things. So I think in the past, when you needed someone to interpret a tarot card, now just look at it and tell me what you think it means. So I think this card is largely about the two selves that humans have to deal with. One, we're biological animals. We have these instinctive drives, and we're, at the mercy in a lot of ways of our genes and things like that, our environment. But on the other hand, we're rational creatures that use rationality and logic as humans, which is what differentiates us between every other animal on this planet. So the lion here is that instinctual nature, and it's being not controlled by force, but by, a gentle caress by this, it looks like a woman with like a halo over her head, like in the shape of infinity, interestingly enough, which, I mentioned rationality and logic. It's interesting that concept is used as sort of a halo over her head. But look at how she's holding the lion, and she's not using force to control it. So I think that's the key lesson for this card. Think about it. We're in a moment where everyone really wants to find out who is us and who is them, who belongs to our group and who doesn't. It's like right now, it's like so driven by that animal drive of tribalism. So that's one concept that I feel is very strongly everyone needs to address in these coming months in 2025. I also before we go on, I'm going to do another reading, but I made a sigil, and I talked about sigils before and how they can manifest incredible things in the universe. But one thing I've discovered over the last few years of using them is that they work better if the more the wish or the desire is to benefit somebody else or some others. If it's just about benefiting me, I find that they are least effective, and they're magic when you direct it towards somebody else, because it's like automatically you're out of the picture. You don't even think about it, and somehow that just unblocks this enormous amount of energy that allows. So basically, what I'm saying is, I made this sigil for you and everyone watching this, and it's no mystery what it is. It's basically to bring more peace, love, and creativity and harmony into the universe in these next coming months. So feel free to take a look at it or make your own. I'll link down below to the video I did about that, making sigils and how they can be very powerful. But like I said, they don't always work if they are done like selfishly or just for me. So I think that's the key. All right. In addition to that card, which came to me of its own, I wanted to do a reading on camera because I found in the past, sometimes I did live, but this isn't live. But still, I think that you can send the energy back to me in time, and we'll influence this together. So do put your energy into it, and we'll see what comes up. I want a card that will benefit people as much as possible and bring the best energy into the world that we can, that the world needs right now. So let's see what it is. Feel free to close your eyes and concentrate with me and relax onto the card that we need. Feel it over here somewhere. Okay, here we go. Interesting. The Seven of Swords. So before I put my thoughts on it, take a look at it yourself and tell me what you think you see. The Seven of Swords is a cunning fellow who is getting away with the other people's swords, but look how he's holding them. It's kind of a painful and not the best position to be holding swords. And he's also, acting on his own in this very sly way. And even though he thinks he's getting away with something, he's ultimately, alone and kind of cutting himself up in the process. So think about that. I think if you want to approach 2025, the remainder of this year, as in the way that'll help you the most, I suggest putting one of these cards, either the Strength card or the Seven of Swords, on your phone background, and start thinking about its energy and how to address it and approach it and either integrate it or remove it or do something with it in your life. Before we go, I wanted to share a sentence that is actually, it's not the complete sentence because it was a very long sentence, but the end of it. And don't worry if you don't understand it. Just kind of listen to the music of the words. It's from Finnegan's Wake, the James Joyce book that I talk about a lot on my other channel, linked down below. James Joyce is such a wonderful author, but the quote is, "To be wound up for an after enactment by a magnificent transformation scene, showing the radium wedding of Naiad and morning, and the dawn of peace, pure, perfect, and perpetual, waking the weary of the world." I'm sending my energy your way. Thank you so much. And maybe I'll do more of these. I don't know. We'll see. But I do thank you for showing up. Bye.